Hello traders, nice to have you back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to teach you the third fantastic file setup called Quasimodo Reversal, QMR. Quasimodo Reversal is also called oval and under patterns, all right? It is an advanced price action trading concept in the trading industry. It is a reversal pattern that is created after a significant obvious trend. When a series of higher highs, higher low, or lower high, lower low is interrupted, a QMR pattern is created. A QMR or Quasimodo reversal is one of the most profitable chart patterns in the Forex market. It repeats itself all the times and in all time frames. The key is to identify and most importantly, react to it when the trading opportunities arises. So guys, let us look at the concept of a Quasimodo reversal. So right on the screen, we have QMR sell formula and QMR buy formula. So let's look at the QMR sell formula. So when you look at this Quasimodo, we have QMR sell formula, we have the high, the low, the higher high, the lower low. So when this happens on the chart, we expect price to come to the left shoulder, come back, price to retrace back to this left shoulder of a Quasimodo sell, then we sell the market. And before that, when you look at this QMR sell formula, you would discover that before this low was taken out, this low here was breached, the market first of all create what we call drop-based drop. Guys, if like for those of you who have basic knowledge in supply and demand, you should be able to know the types of supply and the types of demand. All right. So if you don't know about the drop-based drop or the rally-based rally and all the types of supply and all the types of demand, I will advise you to go watch other videos based on basic supply and demand concept, then come back, you'll be able to understand the concept of a Quasimodo reversal. All right. So when you look at this QMR sell formula, it contains what? The high, the low, the higher high, and the lower low. So when this happens on the chart, we expect price to come back to the left shoulder of this QMR, then we sell. So when you look at the QMR buy formula, we have the low, the high, the lower low, the higher high. When the market breach this high, so when this happens, we expect the market to come back to this particular left shoulder of the QMR we buy. So, all right, like I said before, a QMR pattern, so a QMR setup is a trend reversal setup, which means that we can only find this setup in a significant obvious trend. And then the market is moving in a downtrend or the market is moving in an uptrend, then a QMR will occur. When QMR occurs, since it is a reversal signal, it tells us that a trend reversal is imminent. So let me demonstrate. Okay, for instance now, let's say the market was moving in an uptrend. Guys, you know, when the market is moving in an uptrend, it creates series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, all right? And when the market is moving in a downtrend, it creates series of lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, like that. So now, let's say the market was moving in an uptrend, it creates something like this. This is the high, yeah, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, like this. You know, and when the market, if you understand the concept of market structure one, right? The concept of market structure, the characteristics of an uptrend, characteristics of a downtrend, and a consolidation trend, a consolidation condition, you'll be able to agree with me that what I just presented on the chart here is obviously an uptrend because we have characteristics of what? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. You know, when the market is moving in this form, it keeps respecting the higher low while respecting the higher high. All right. So when you see something like this, a QMR is you know, we expect when a QMR wants to occur, we expect price to come to this point here where we expect price to form another higher low and continue going up, right? But the market just, you know, the market breached the previous higher low like this. So when this happens, a QM arrow is created. All right. So I want you guys to also consider what we call the Dow theory. You know, when the market is moving in an uptrend, why is respecting the higher low is respecting the higher high. That means that is breaking the structure. Market will be breaking the structure above while respecting the previous higher low. So according to the Dow theory, the Dow theory states that the market will continue to move in a specific direction until the preceding structure breaks, which means that as long as the market continues to respect the higher low while respecting the higher highs, which means that this market will continue in this condition until the preceding structure breaks, which means until the previous higher low is being break or breached. So when this happens, this is where we expect the price to come back to this point, then form another higher low for the market to continue going up bullish. But the market rather breach the previous higher low. When this happens, it is called a change of character according to the smart money people or the ICT people, but I call it the breach of the Dow theory. All right. When this happens, we say the Dow theory has been breached. It is at this point that a QM arrow is created, because a QM arrow is a reversal setup, which means QM arrow tell us that a trend reversal is imminent. So when this happens, what do we have? We will mark this point here. This become the left shoulder of the QM arrow. And this become what? This is what we call the high. Let's label it, guys. This is the high. This is the low here. This one becomes the low. This becomes the higher high. Let's change that color to black. Right. And here becomes what? The lower low. So when this happens, we know that a QM arrow is created. So we mark the left shoulder of this QM. This is the left shoulder, which is the high, the low, the higher high, and what? The lower low. So we expect price to come back to this point here, to the left shoulder, to form the market will come back and form the right shoulder of the QM, aligned with the left shoulder, right? So at this point is where we expect the market to come, then we sell this particular market. So when this happens, we always use this point here to set our pending order, because in my strategy, I use pending order most of the time, all right? So when a QM arrow for sell is created, you know, the market has been in an uptrend, then the Dow theory breach. The moment the Dow theory breach, or the moment the previous higher low is breached, a QM arrow is formed. All right. So now let's look at the example of QM arrow for buy. You know, the market was moving in a downtrend. You know, when the market is moving in a downtrend, the market will be creating obviously a series of lower highs, lower low, right? Just like this, you know, respecting the previous lower high while respecting the lower low. So the market will be breaking the lower low while respecting the lower high. So in this case also, the Dow theory states that but a market will continue to move in a specific direction until the preceding structure breaks. So we expect this market to come to this point here to form another lower high to continue going down bearish. But the market decided to breach the Dow theory. So the Dow theory, like I always said, that remember the Dow theory states that the market will continue to move in a specific direction until the preceding structure breaks down. Where is the preceding structure here, which is the previous lower high? So this previous lower high has been what? Break. Like I always say, some people call it change of character. Some people call it different names. I said here we call it breach of the Dow theory. When this happens, a QMR pattern is created. That is why I say a QMR is found when a significant obvious trend. After a QMR is created, after a significant obvious trend, after a series of higher highs or higher low or lower high, lower low is interrupted, a QMR is created. This is what I mean, right? So when this happens on the chart, we mark the left shoulder of this QM, then we expect the market. This is how I always mark. If you are in my channel, you will see that I always mark something like this, guys. So we mark like this. Let's change this to another color. Setup. Yeah. We mark like this. This become what? Let's label. This become the low here. This become the high. Here becomes the lower low. And what? The higher high. So when this happens, what does that mean? It signals us that a trend reversal is imminent. Guys, this Quasimodo reversal or QMR pattern happens every week, happens in all time frames, guys. Depending on whether you're a swing trader, a day trader, scalpers, all these time frames, a QMR is created, signaling us that a trend reversal is imminent. Like I always said, I'm a price action trader. I understood the language of the market, how the market moves. All right. So when this happens on the chart, we expect price to come back to this point here at the left shoulder, aligned with the left shoulder of this QMR. Then we now start buying. This is what we mean by Quasimodo reversal. All right. So I want to also tell you that there are two types of Quasimodo reversal. Like this example here, this Quasimodo reversal comes as clean as this. The market breached the Dow theory, and we expect the market to come back to the left shoulder, to form the right shoulder, then we buy. Also, like here, we expect price, when this happens, we expect price to come back again to the left shoulder here. Let's mark it together, guys. Yeah, we expect price to come back to form the right shoulder, align with the left shoulder, then we sell. All right. But if you look at this one is as clean as this. But when you look at this, the real formula here, before the market breached the low here, it first of all created what we call the drop-based drop. So this is another type of Quasimodo. This one comes with an entry point. You know, drop-based drop is an entry point, and rally-based rally is also an entry point. So there are times that a QMR will create it, and it will come with an entry point here. But this one here, this example here, come as clean as this. There was no drop-based drop here before the market breached this low here. And also there was no, where is the other example, guys? Okay. And also there was no rally-based rally before this previous high was breached. So sometimes a Quasimodo is going to create it in this way. And also sometimes it's going to, before the market will breach the high, it's going to give us either a rally-based rally as an entry point or drop-based drop as an entry point. All right. So when this happens, before we take a Quasimodo reversal, before we set our pending order, first of all, when a QM happens in any time frame, let's say the QM happen in H1 time frame or M30 time frame, you have to go to the higher time frame to look for confirmation. Like all my teachings here, all my setup I've been teaching, we always use confirmation. Confirmation is just like a confidence for us to take our setup, right? So you go to the higher time frame to look for bearish engulfing or bullish engulfing, as the case may be. If it is a QMR sell formula, we look for bearish engulfing. If it is a QMR buy formula, we look for what? We look for bullish engulfing at the higher time frame as what? Confirmation. Sometimes the market will not give us a bullish engulfing or a bearish engulfing, we can also use a full body momentum candle as confirmation. All right. So this is what we have to look for. When you find a QMR on M30, you look for confirmation on H1, H4 time frame. When you find a Quasimodo on H1 time frame, you look for confirmation from H4 to daily time frame. Once you find confirmation, it gives you like a kind of confidence for you to take that particular trade. All right. So this is the concept of identifying Quasimodo reversal, either for buy or for sell. All right. So guys, let me walk you through the live chart to GPB USD and see some of the example of a Quasimodo reversal setup, because I told you this setup is the most profitable setup, because every week the market must present this setup. All right. And other setup I've been teaching, sometimes the market will not give us a Quasimodo reversal. It's going to give us either a SNRC 1, SNRC 2, or a blind spot. That is why we call this fantastic 5 setup. When you study this fantastic 5 setup, whatever the market, because we don't know which setup the market is going to give us at a particular time, right? But since we are familiarized with the fantastic 5 setup, whichever market or whichever setup the market present to us, we know what the market is trying to tell us, all right? And remember, most of the setup I've been teaching, we have continuation setup, and we also have reversal setup. Like the blind spot is a reversal setup, just like Quasimodo reversal, QMR is also a reversal setup. It's signaling us that a trend reversal is imminent, we should start buying or we should start selling, depending on your direction or your directional bias on that particular day, right? So without wasting your time, let's look at GPB USD. So this is GPB USD. Let me clear this chart, guys. So if you look at what happened this on Friday that just passed, I spot a Quasimodo reversal, because I know I was looking for selling opportunities. This particular setup, that are like my second nature to me right now, because whatever the market presents to me, price action is just like the language. If you want to make your trading so simple, learn price action trading system, right? Learn a trading strategy that's focused on price action, because price action is the language, is the psychology of how the market is trying, or is the psychology behind what the market is trying to do, right? When we see this pattern, it's just like a market calling you on phone. When a Quasimodo is presented on the chart, or blind spot is presented on the chart, it's as the same thing as the market calling me on phone that, guy, I want to start selling or I want to start buying, depending on your directional bias or the overall trend of the market. That is why I said, when you know price action, you will have peace in your trading. All right. So when you look at this particular concept here, particular chart patterns here, we have what we call a Quasimodo reversal, because this is, if you change to line chart as a beginner, always go to the line chart. When you go to the line chart here, you know, your Quasimodo is not going to be, the market is not going to be drawing or presenting Quasimodo as clean as the one I did on the drawings. So the market is going to present Quasimodo sometime. You need to sharpen your eyes to be able to see the high, the low, the higher high, and the lower low, or depending on whether whichever direction the market is going. So in this case, this is Quasimodo for sell. And we have the high here, the low, the higher high, and the lower low. So what you are going to do is that you pick your toe here, you mark here. This is what you mark here. When you mark here, you change back to the line chart, to the candlestick chart. Then you mark your box again. Okay, let me mark. Yeah. So when you look at this, this is a low, high, lower, low. So when this happens, market just breach the, you remember, the market was in a short uptrend until the Dow theory was breached. And I told you it is at the moment when the Dow theory is breached, a QMR is created. So when this happened, this is a high, the low, higher, high, and lower low. So I mark this point for the doubting Thomas. Let me show you this quickly on my channel. I did a market review. You can also see how I'm spotting Quasimodo reversals and other fantastic 5 setup, blind spot, SNRC2, SNRC1. So that is why you need to join my Telegram channel to learn more of my techniques. All right. So let me show you quickly. This is this is a Quasimodo that happens on Friday. This is a low. This is a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. So when the Dow theory was breached, because I was from the higher time frame like H4, based on the market structure, I was looking for selling opportunities. So I know that this particular short uptrend, it was just a retracement from the higher time frame. So when the Dow theory breach on M15 time frame, I know that, okay, the reversal, the retracement from the H4 time frame is over. It's like the market is trying to go down, right? So when a QM is happened here, I mark it like this. When a QM was created, I mark it like this, and I set my pending order here, where the market is coming to form the right shoulder, and it's coming to form the right shoulder aligned with the left shoulder. But before the market breaches lower low, this is what we call drop, base, drop. You see what I'm saying? Drop, base, drop. So this particular Quasimodo reversal also come with an entry point. So let's look at let's see how the market react. The market come back after breach this particular, after the Dow theory was breached here, the market come back and what reacted from the left shoulder and also tapped from this drop, base, drop, this entry point, right? So this is where our stop loss was set here. And this particular setup, I think we have over 10%. We have what we call smart entering. So you are going to know about smart entering when you join my mentorship. Smart entering is for the premium student, all right? So this is, I just want you to understand the concept of the Quasimodo reversal so that when they happen on the chart, you'll be able to capitalize on them, all right? So this is how the market come back from the right shoulder aligned with the left shoulder of the QM. Look at where we mark our line. The market reacted and, started dropping significantly. This is the trade here, guys. So I just want to show you so that you know that what I'm teaching you, I'm not here to joke. I am here to share part of the knowledge that God has blessed me with, because I struggle a lot in the trading industry. I struggle a lot. I spend a lot of time being frustrating in the market. So this is what, ever since I discovered the fantastic fast setup, how my trading journey has been like, wow, is it really me? So I decided to share part of this knowledge, I know most of you will find it difficult to understand this fantastic fast setup on your own. And that is why you have to give me a chance. If you have been frustrating or you have been frustrated in trading, if you feel like you want to give up, just give me a try. I'm going to break down this fantastic 5 setup and other things I will review to you in the mentorship. You'll be able to look at this chart in a different way and be able to make money from it, all right? So now, like I said, that Quasimodo happen in all time frames. So I just show you a Quasimodo patterns on M15 time frame. Let's go to H4 time frame on GU. Let me show you. Okay, before that, let's go back to, okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you. This guy is everywhere. On H1 time frame, I can also show you a Quasimodo here. This is a Quasimodo reversal. This is a low, high, lower, low, higher, high. This is a Quasimodo for buy, right? Let me mark it, guys. When you see this happen, this is a low, high. This is another Quasimodo here. Let's mark it, guys. Let's mark it. So this is a low, high, lower low, higher high. So you remember this, the left shoulder is where we always mark, and this is where the market always come back and react, align with the left shoulder of the QM arrow. All right. So we change back to line chart. You look at this QM arrow now, it doesn't come with an entry point. There was no rally-based rally here. You understand? So that is why I said this QM has two types. The ones that come with either a drop-based drop or a rally-based rally, depending on the direction of the market. And another QM will just happen like that. But whichever that happens, we always go to the higher time frame to look for word confirmation. So now I will mark this particular Quasimodo here. So when I mark it like this, I expect price to come here and react, guys. So when we go to the higher time frame, this is a H1 Quasimodo reversal for buy. So we go to the higher time frame. For me to have confidence to take this particular trade, I will go to the higher time frame to look for what bullish engulfing candle as confirmation. So let's go to H4 time frame. So if you look at H4, guys, this is what? This is a bullish engulfing as confirmation. So with this in mind, I know that that Quasimodo reversal, I am going to buy it without fear of favor, right? Also, like, you just enter the trade, put your stop loss in order and wait for price to do whatever it wants. This is the Fantastic Five setup. This is the third Fantastic Five setup. And like I said, Quasimodo reversal is one of the most profitable chart patterns, profitable setup among the Fantastic Five setup, right? So that is why you need to study all the setup I have been teaching on this channel. That is why you also need to subscribe. You also need to support me. You also need to show appreciation by supporting, by subscribing, by liking my video, and also by sharing my video so that this knowledge will reach out to thousands of people across the world. All right, so let's continue. I'm going to show you, let's go, I will show you a Quasimodo on H4 time frame. So when you look at this H4 time frame here, this is what? This is the market was actually moving. Let me do something here. The market was in just like moving like an uptrend. You understand? Well, like moving in a short uptrend. All right. Then something happened. The market dropped back down, breached this particular previous higher low, right? So when this happened on the chart, we know at PureForeX, we know that, okay, this is a Quasimodo. A Quasimodo is about to form. All right. So let me so let's clear the chart. So when this happened, we mark, you go back to the line chart, pick your line, mark at the left shoulder. This is what the high, the low, the higher high, and the lower low that breach this previous low here. This is where the Dow theory is breached. And I told you when the Dow theory is breached, a QM arrow is created. All right. So we mark it like this. We'll mark it, change back to the line chart, pick your box, then mark it like this. All right. So we expect price to come back to this point and react. And that is what happened. I think we smashed this particular setup on the day it happens. We were live on GU and we capitalized on that setup. So I don't want this video to be too long. I would have shown you how Quasimodo works magic on my channel. I would have even checked out this particular setup. I think it happened last 3 weeks or thereabout, right? So this is how a Quasimodo, when you understand the concept of a Quasimodo, you will always know where the market is going. And when this happened on the chart, remember, we go to the higher time frame. This is H4 time frame. So we can go to daily time frame to look for confirmation, right? But only this candle here on H4 time frame, this momentum candle that breached this previous higher low, can tell you the strength of sellers coming into the market, can tell you that the trend reversal is imminent. All right. So let's go to daily time frame to look if you can find a confirmation on that particular QMR sell example. Yeah, this is what we call, when you look at this example here, this is what we call, this is not a bearish engulfing candle. This is what we call the full body momentum candle. That is why I said that sometimes the market will not give us a bearish engulfing candle, a bullish engulfing candle, as the case may be. So we use a full body candle as confirmation for us to take that particular setup. So with this candle here on daily time frame, I will be confident enough, guys. I'll be confident enough to, engage in this particular Quasimodo setup. Like I told you, is one of the most profitable setup I've ever seen. It's one of the most price action profitable setup, guys. And that is why you need to study all these things I'm teaching you. You need to take my channel seriously, guys. So let's look at, I'm going to show you, like I said, this Quasimodo happen in all time frames. So I'll show you in M15. I can even show you in M30. I've shown you in H1 time frame. I've shown you here in H4 time frame. Let me also show you on daily time frame. Let me show you on daily time frame. So if you look at the daily time frame, this is a Quasimodo here, guys. For you to be able to spot Quasimodo, you need to train your eyes. You need to study this fantastic 5 setup I've been teaching you. And your trading, guys, your trading is going to change. Let me show you again. This is, the market was in a short downtrend from daily. This is a low. This is a lower high. This is a lower low. This is a lower high. This is a lower low. Until what? The preceding structure breaks. This is where the Dow theory was breached. When the Dow theory breach here, we know that a QMR is created from the daily time frame. So in this case, we know that a trend reversal, a trend reversal is imminent, which means that the market is trying to turn from this short downtrend to what? To an uptrend. So we know that the QM is about to happen. So what we did is you go to the line chart, you mark this point here, guys. This is the what? This is the low, the high, the lower low. This is the low, high, lower low, and now what? Higher high. So we expect market to come back and react from the left shoulder of the QM. Then we buy. All right. So now let's mark our QM arrow for buy. We mark it like this. When you mark, you change to the line chart, guys. You mark it from this sharp edge. Turn back to the candlestick chart. When you mark your box from the body candle, extend it to the wick of the candle of the shadow, right? Let your box cover the shadow from the body to the shadow and extend to the right. So we expect price to come back. And also, if you look at this particular Quasimodo reversal, this is what? Rally base rally. So before the market breached this previous high here, so like let me draw again. This is what? This is a high here. This is higher high. This is what? Low. And what? Lower low, guys. I'm just taking my time to really explain a Quasimodo reversal because this particular setup works wonders, They keep happening every week. So here, this is the low, the high, the lower low, and the higher high. So we mark this and we expect price to come. But before the price breaches high here, it first of all give us rally, base, rally before the breach of the Dow theory. So this one come with an entry point. So we mark it like this, price come back. Where did the price reacted? It reacted from the entry point. Then we start pumping our buy order. But remember, we don't buy from, when we spot a Quasimodo reversal on a daily time frame, H4 time frame, we don't buy directly from the H4 time frame because we are day traders, all right? We go to the lower time frame to get our entry so that we can get a good risk to reward ratio. The success to your trading is very important when you are having a good risk to reward ratio in your trading. So we don't just enter from the higher time frame, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just trying to explain how a Quasimodo reversal is spotted on the chart, and it is a trend reversal setup So the market was in a downtrend. We spot this setup is signaling us that a trend reversal is imminent. So instead of us to be looking for selling opportunities, we should start looking for what? Buying opportunities. All right. When a market is moving in an uptrend, then we spot a QM. Because it is a Quasimodo reversal, it's telling us that a trend reversal is imminent. So instead of looking for buying opportunities, we should be looking for what? Selling opportunities, guys. So let's remove this. Let me show you another Quasimodo. Like I promised, I'm going to be showing you in all different time frames. But I'm a day trader. I look out for this setup on M15, M30, and highest H1 time frame for me to take my trade for the day. All right. And this is what we have been doing. If you watch my market review, watch all my market review, you see that I've been taking Quasimodo reversal most of the time. And another setup that always give me money is blind spots. All the setup, sometimes SNRC1, sometimes SNRC2, because I've familiarized myself with all this setup. Whatever one, I don't know which one the market is going to present, guys, but whichever one the market presents to me, I know the meaning. Like I said, we have a continuation setup and also have a reversal setup. So when I'm expecting a market to reverse and I see one of these setup, it is just like a normal call that somebody will call you and give an information. So this is what I said. Understanding price action is like you understanding the language of the market. The market is speaking to you, buy me, buy me. But we don't understand the market, or sometimes the market will be telling you, guys, sell me now, I want to start selling. But because we don't understand the language of the market, because we complicated our chart with different indicators, and we are just waiting for Ichimoku or a stochastic or moving average that to show us a cross or to show us oversold or overbought. That is why when you understand price action, you will have peace in your trading. All right, so let's go to the weekly time frame. Let me show you another Quasimodo reversal. Like I said, this Quasimodo happened even in seconds time frame, 3 seconds time frame. When you master Quasimodo, what is happening here, guys? This is a Quasimodo on weekly. This is a low, high, lower, low, higher, high, guys. So here, like the procedures to mark a Quasimodo, look at it, guys. Let me show you guys. The market was actually moving in a downtrend. Remember, we say Quasimodo is a reversal setup. This is a low, higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And the market come back. Instead of the market to form another lower high, the market breach. The Dow theory was breached here, right? And I told you, whenever the Dow theory is breached, a QMR is created. So what do? We expect the market. If you mark this particular, we don't do this. Let me clear this chart, guys. If you are getting value on this particular setup, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. This is the only way you can show appreciation to me, all right? So make sure you subscribe, guys. Hit the like button, like this video, and also share this video. So let's continue. So when this happened, the Dow theory has been breached here. So we expect, if you mark here, guys, if you mark here, waiting for like other concepts here, this is the other block that was responsible for a break of structure. We don't do this, guys. We don't do this. We trade the Fantastic 5 setup. And I say Fantastic 5 setup are the setup that happens in all time frames and happen week in, week out. We don't do this. We spotted the QMR here. So let me show you. This is what you will approach. When this Dow theory is breached, we change to the line chart. But for me, I don't always change to the line chart because I know how to mark it even without changing to the line chart. For the purpose of this video, and as a beginner, this is what the procedure you are going to do. Change to the line chart, pick your line. This is what the left shoulder. This is the sharp area is the left shoulder. This is the high, the low, the high, the lower low, and the higher high that breach this Dow theory, right? So we mark it here. Mark it, come back to the candlestick chart, then you mark it there, cover the wick or the shadow of the candle, extend to the right. Guys, the market come back to this point and do what? Reacted. You know, when you spotted, if you know how to spot a Quasimodo reversal, imagine you spot this Quasimodo reversal on weekly. This is a swing trade. When you spot it on a higher time frame, guys, it's a swing trade. That is why I said my strategy will give you opportunity to become either a swing trader, a day trader, a scalper, whichever position trader, whichever types of trader we want to be. At PureForeX, my strategy is going to suit you. But personally, I'm a day trader. I look out for this setup on the lower time frame because on a lower time frame as a day trader, it can happen so quick, right? So I hit my target for the day and I get out of the market. All right. So this is a Quasimodo reversal on a weekly time frame. So when this setup happened on the weekly time frame, you can swing. I think from this market to move to this point here, it take over more than 4 to 6 to 7, up to 8 to 9 months, right? You can do swing. If you understand price action, if you understand the fantastic 5 setup, guys, you will screw the noises that people are making in the trading industry. People making noise, blah, 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 with different concepts. When you understand your concepts, you will always avoid noises and do what you are seeing on the chart because the market is communicating to you. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Like I said, this Quasimodo happened on weekly time frame. So what are we going to do? We'll go to the monthly time frame to look for confirmation, right? Remember, all my setup I've been teaching, always look for confirmation. Confirmation is what is going to give us confidence. So what do? Go to the higher time frame, which you call multi-time frame analysis, all right? So guys, let's go to, on the monthly time frame, what can we see here, guys? We said that we want to look for, this is a Quasimodo for buy on a weekly time frame. So what do we want to see on monthly time frame as confirmation? Is either we want to see a bullish engulfing candle or a full momentum candle. This is the full momentum candle, this one here. Wow, guys, if you are getting value on this particular video on Quasimodo reversal, guys, you have to hit the subscribe button. You have to tell other guys about my channel. You have to tell people who are struggling in the game to visit my channel. Who knows? My method of trading, my price action techniques may change the way you look at the market, may change your trading and make you a profitable trader. All right. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm saying this repeatedly, guys. So here we find a full body momentum candle on a weekly time frame as what? This full body momentum candle, what does that mean psychologically? This one shows the strength of buyers coming into the market. So it tells us that buyers are coming. Buyers are coming. The market calling you guys. Buyers are now coming into the market. Buyers are entering the market. So you have to enter. You have to enter. So that is why we look for confirmation for us to know, for us to believe, for us to have confidence in taking the trade. So this one serves as a confluence. Confirmation give us the boost, give us the confidence, right? So we go back to weekly time frame and, for the purpose of this video, it's not as if when you spot a setup like this Quasimodo on weekly, you are just going to enter with your $20 account. The stop loss is going to be very big, right? So I'm just teaching you, understand the concept of the Quasimodo reversal and be able to spot them. I trade GPB USD is my favorite pair, followed by gold, and also sometimes I look at AUD USD. These are the 3 pairs I look at for. And when you look at those 3 pairs, even if I walk you on AUD, you will still see we can spot Quasimodo reversal on all levels. All right, this is what I trade, right? So, like I always say that whether it is your work, your love, or your life, unless you throw your entire self into it, you will never really know it, guys. You cannot just come to my video, watch Quasimodo, and you go back to creating an account with any broker and you think, you want to fund your money and start making money from the Quasimodo reversal. No, first of all, when you watch my video, go back to your drawing board. Go back to your chart, practice this setup I've been teaching you, trying to spot them, trying to use you have to verify, you have to verify with your demo account first. When you practice, know how to mark them. know the procedure, the concept of this setup, and also follow the overall trend of the market. You cannot just come to the chart and just be looking for setup randomly. You look setup in line with the trend of the market, right? So practice these setups, mark them, and watch and see how the market is going to react. Set your pending order with your demo account. By the time you start doing your front testing. Also, while you are doing this, always take your journaling and see how this thing is working. And you will text me later. By the time you start having confidence, oh, my front testing is working, you can fund your account and be able to make money from it. It's not something, ForeX is not 1 + 1 = 2. For me to be able to spot all this Quasimodo in all time frames, they look so simple to me, right? It was not easy. It was not easy, guys. It really take my time. It take a lot of time for me to be able to spot all this setup, guys. So let's go to H4 time frame. Go to H4 time frame here. What can we see? I can also see a Quasimodo. Let's go to H1 time frame. I can see a Quasimodo here. I'm seeing them everywhere, guys. I'm seeing them everywhere. So this is another Quasimodo. Okay, this one is actually, was it a Quasimodo or a blind spot? This one is a blind spot. So I did a blind spot. Blind spot was my first YouTube video, guys. If you don't know what the blind spot is, go back, check the video on blind spot, and sit down and watch and be able to take some notes, be able to go to the chart, verify all those setup, because blind spot is a very obvious setup. It's very obvious. It can easily be identified. It's even more easier to identify than a Quasimodo reversal. But however, all the setup I've been teaching you, you need practice. You need to dedicate your time on the chart. You need to dedicate yourself to spot this setup, right? Dedicate your time, dedicate yourself. Like I always said, you have to and get yourself devoted on the chart. They say a trend is your friend. PureHEART says the chart is your friend. The trend is your friend. I say the chart is your friend. First of all, before you want to make money in the Forex market, you have to first of all fall in love with the chart. You have to love the chart. You have to do it not for the money. You have to do it for the passion. For those of you who are coming into Forex industry for the love of getting rich quick, this is not a place for urgent 2K. All right. For the fact that people are making money, you see big players we have in Nigeria making money, the likes of my favorite traders that I want to be like them, Geoffrey Benson, Habi, and a lot of them, Happiness, Hassan, and all that. These guys are, they didn't just start making money for the first week. They struggled for years. Some of them, it took them 2 years. Some of them took them 1 year. Some of them 3 years. All right. So it's just like they were putting the hard work behind the scene. Now they are posting their result, posting their cards, and you think, oh, Forex has money. Is something you can just come on the chart and started making money. No, you have to focus on the process. The process is the knowledge. Get a good mentor. If you like my method of trading, then you shouldn't hesitate to DM me, right? You shouldn't hesitate to DM me for mentorship. I will walk you gradually on the chart and show you how this thing is operate. It's not a place for urgent 2K, guys. It is not something that you just come and start making money. You need someone to walk you through the chart. I spent a lot of, I think it took me over 1 year to 1 year and 7 months of consistent reading, consistent practice on the Forex market, feeling depressed, frustrated, and all of that before I was able to figure it out and be able to spot the patterns I trade today, to spot this fantastic. So if I come, I drop market review, even on my channel, I drop a setup out. This is where we are going to buy, this is where we are going to sell, and the market will just play accordingly. People will just be, wow, like, is it for real? Guys, a lot of hard work behind the scene, guys. A lot of hard work. So that is why when you watch my video, I want you to copy me. Don't copy the other people. Don't copy people's lifestyle of posting cars, posting this. No, copy the process that they follow to be able to get to the top. The process is just hard work. The process is just having time on the chart, having time focusing on the process, which is the knowledge, focusing on how to figure it out. This is what you need to do in order to become a better trader. No, it's not something that you think, oh, people are making money. You want to come and You make urgent 2K. There are people who have been contacting me that, oh, the old money, they need to pay people back their money, that they are into credit. They want to pay people their money. That is why they want to learn Forex. And I asked them, when did you want to pay this money? Somebody will say in the next 1 month, which means they are expecting that when they come into Forex industry, in the next 1 month, they will be able to pay their credit. They'll be able to solve their situation. That is why I said, if you are broke, there are other quick jobs that you can do to make money. But if you want to learn a skill, you want to learn a skill that can change your life, then choose Forex trading. Give it time. When you want to learn a skill, just like any other skill, when you paid money to learn the skill, you need to give yourself time to practice. Maybe after 4 months, 6 months, 8 months to 1 year, you'll be able to understand the concept. And, so don't just be thinking of getting money. You have to learn from my channel. If you can't figure out this setup, then you have to DM me for mentorship, guys. So this is all about Quasimodo reversal concept. Remember, a Quasimodo is what? It's a reversal trading setup, and it is the most profitable price action setup, guys. So without much ado, we have come to the end of this video. What will I say to you before I end this video, guys? Like I always say, whether it is your work, I keep saying this quote repeatedly, whether it is your work, your life, or your love, unless you throw your entire self into it, you will never really know it. Wait, before you go, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, share this video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.